All right. This is the last one of these series that I'm going to do. It's so fun. I've been on a walk for over an hour recording these. Um, I do want to mention that doors close for the Get Over Your Ex program this Sunday, June 14th at midnight. You can join us at dorothyabjohnson.com/get over your ex. That's your opportunity to get over your ex for good. It's the next steps to building your bigger and better life, no matter what that is for you. Okay, let's talk about when you're feeling forced, like you felt forced to leave. So, there are relationships that I help people with where they really didn't want to leave. They genuinely felt like they had no other option, or they left. They tried to go back and their ex didn't accept them back. I've seen that too. Um, and it brings about a different flavor, right? I think I have I have multiple close friends right now going through this scenario, and it sucks watching them go through it. Um, like you so badly wanted their ex partner to just get it together. I'm like, ugh. To me, it's just sad. I'm just sad that their ex partner couldn't have gotten it together. They could make a good pairing, and he just couldn't get it together. It's like, what's wrong? Come on, see how good you have it. It just drives me nuts, right? So when you feel forced to leave, I think, or when you've left, I think that the thing that I hear the most is the guilt. It's this layer of guilt, or then also feeling responsible for how the other person feels after the breakup. And I gotta be clear, you guys, it doesn't matter how you do the breakup, they're gonna feel hurt. You know, like there's no right way to break up. I say this all the time. There's no rules to breakups. You could do it in the kindest, most passionate, like peaceful way, and it will still hurt probably for the other person. And we can't take responsibility for other people's feelings, unfortunately. You know, there's only so much we can control. So when we think about breaking up, or honestly, I think about this anytime I'm doing anything in the world where I'm worried about other people, is how can I show up in their sea line in a way that makes me proud? And you probably have no idea what that means if you never worked with me. But when we think about thoughts create feelings and feelings create actions and actions create results, um, our thoughts are always triggered by certain circumstances. So when I say sea line, I'm saying I want to be a circumstance in someone's life that I can be proud of, because I can't control the thoughts that are triggered, right? And my example of this is my mother. I try to show up perfectly for my mom, and I try to like tiptoe around her to like make sure I don't set her off. And it really doesn't matter what I do. And it was like a very big learning lesson for me with my coach, actually, where I remember for like my birthday, like if I don't invite her, she's going to be upset. But if I do invite her, she's also going to be upset about other things. So she's going to be upset either way, then I just need to do what I want to do. But I also want to do it in a way that I'm proud of, that I can look back and be like, I did the best that I could. I did that in a way that I can feel proud of and I feel in integrity with, and I would do again. Okay. So I try to show up like that in the world more often than not. And when I think about leaving a relationship, that's where it comes from. Like, how can I show up in a way that I'm proud of? So if you showed up in a way that you're not proud of, then we're dealing with regret on top of guilt, and we got to work through that, right? And I still think attachment has a lot to do with leaving. I think of my client Sam, and I say attachment, but also attachment and desire, because Sam is a great example where desire was high, attachment was low. So she was in a relationship for 7 years. Her ex was everything she wanted, except he didn't want to get married. So he wasn't going to be the ticket to her future that she desired. So she had low attachment, but her desire was high because he had a lot of qualities that she wanted in a partner. And so we spent, I will never forget this call. In one call, she reduced her desire entirely. It was so epic. And that was her moment of getting over her ex, getting her over her ex in a moment. So many people tell me that they're like, I was wary. I didn't really believe that you could get over your ex in a moment until it happened for me. Like, I get that. I get that. But so Sam, she had high desire. She felt forced to leave, had high desire. So we worked on the desire. We reduced desire and attachment. And then now, I mean, she got over her ex and the Get Over Your Ex program, and now she's married to the most wonderful man, has a baby. And the craziest part about all of this, listen, is that her ex, she found out her ex got engaged and she didn't flinch. She actually felt like happy for him. Can you imagine that being like the one thing that split you guys up, and then he's willing to do it for somebody else, and then not flinching, not being upset about it because she got what she wanted with an amazing man who's better than her ex? How cool. I love that so much. So if you felt forced to leave, I think what I want to share with you is that the doubting and the questioning of your decision is probably coming from desire and attachment not being fully reduced. And if you reduce desire and attachment entirely, I'd be curious about whether or not the desire, or whether or not the doubt and the second guessing your decision, if that was still coming up for you. I know that my friend currently, who's going through this experience, she has zero desire for him because of the way he's showing up. It's full cringe and ick. And then zero attachment because she waited for her future for him for so long, he clearly wasn't giving it to her. And so she's no longer questioning or doubting her decision. She's like full concrete, like, no, I made the right decision. And I think that's the place that we all want to be in once we've decided to leave the partnership, right? So this is my invitation to you to join us in the Get Over Your Ex program. Do this work over the summer. Get over him before fall. Feel confident in your decision. And this is your opportunity to take next steps for that. So join us in the Get Over Your Ex program. Doors close on Sunday, June 14th. You can enroll at dorothyabjohnson.com/Get Over Your Ex. All right, my friends, I love you.